Hello and thanks for joining me, and look at this lovely T6 that's sitting behind us. It's that blackberry colour. Really, really cool. So come and join us. We want to show you what we've been up to. So before we do the full tour of the inside, I just want you to see the outside of this van, because look at that colour. It is absolutely stunning. So we've not done much to the outside to this one. It is how it's arrived, with the exception of the hookup grill. These are fast becoming our staple fit on a lot of our builds, because look at them. They're just so neat, so nice, and it is just such a quality solution for putting your hookup lead. And look how easy that operates. Push the badge out there, really nice. It's got a weather seal on the inside of it there, so you're not going to get any water on the inside, and it's just a lovely touch and so subtle you wouldn't know it was there. Okay, so let's have a look at the inside. So we've wanted to do this for ages now. This is our take on what is affectionately called Hexa-board. Some people call it buffalo board, others will call it Phenolic board. It's also made like trailers, horse boxes, that kind of thing. So it's a really tough and durable material. It's got a birch core, which is really nice, so it sits well with us because that's what we predominantly make our furniture out of. We use really birch cord ply, and of course this has got that, so it's really, really nice. And look at the finish of it. I think it works really well in this van, so it is something that suits camper vans really, really well. So let's have a look at it in a bit more detail. This is the Hexa-board up close, so as you can see it's got that nice pattern in it. This is, like I said, known by quite a few different names. Some call it buffalo board, some call it Hexa-board, some also call it Phenolic board, which I think is its official title. But yeah, we affectionately refer to it as Hexa-board. Let's have a look at the main cabinet in a bit more detail. So you can see the oak that we've used on the worktop here is a very high quality oak. That's nice. We've got sockets on the back there, a 240 socket sitting at 90 degrees, so it makes it easier for the cable to come in and out of. You've got a USB-A and a USB-C port on the back there as well. So 2 drawers. So let's have a look at those. So you can either use them utensils drawer, storage drawer, whatever you want really. Nice and deep, you know, really good access getting into there. And then in your main cupboard, you've got a nice little shelf, and it's, yeah, really deep. Covered it in there. Now, moving on to the fridge. And I'm going to say, if you haven't subscribed already, this is worth subscribing for. The fitment on this is just absolutely bang on. So this is a Transporter HQ fridge. Nice little fridge. It's got the reversible door on it, so you can open it that way, you can open it this way. So you can sit at the front and get in, and you can sit at the back and get into it. So it's a nice little fridge. But our bugbear is that we see a lot of companies and they'll just fit in fridges and they stick out and they sit proud. This is not, it's flush. So we've made sure that it does sit in and it's completely flush with the rest of the cabinet. It doesn't protrude and it just looks bang on. Fitment is key, and like I said, that's worth a subscribe if nothing else. Coming down to the side here, we've got a night heater outlet and then like a little storage area on the top of that. And as you can see underneath the seat, just about get the top of the battery there, and that's where all the electronics are stored. Top cabinet. So the top cabinet, nice, good sized areas in there, soft close and self latching. Same on that side. There we go. Now, on this one over here, we have underlighting. So we've got underlight LED, continuous strip underneath there. So that's going to illuminate that worktop really clearly. So that's nice. And then the switch also flicks into an upper light at the top here. That's center light. So we can move all the lighting around, dim that if necessary. Pretty good. And to the back of the van, we've got our 360 table, which you've seen in some of our other videos. It just makes a really good, versatile table that moves around and offers loads and loads of scope for where you can position that. The material on these cushions is like the GTI style tartan with the red stripe running through it, which matches the front seats in this van. Pretty cool, eh? one of our most popular questions is how long this bed is. Well, if we look here, into that, it's actually, usable space is probably about 1.83 to 1.84 long. So that's a pretty decent size. So looking at the passenger side here, this is the large pod that sits going down the van. It houses the porta potty in this hidden little drawer. Keeps everything nice and neat, keeps the porta potty out of sight during the day, and you only need to use that drawer if you want to then grab the porta potty. And you can keep the porta potty in there, you don't need to move it out. The drawer runners are weight bearing, so you can use the porta potty in situ without having to move it around, which is really nice because they can get quite heavy when they're full. So yeah, really good solution to hiding that out of the way. So let's have a look at the back of the van and what's inside. So our U-shape, as you've seen on some of our other videos, has a removable buddy box sitting in the center there. So that means once that's out of the way, you've got a load through area or a walk through area, so you can gain access to the inside of the van and have two sort of side benches and loads of space. So it keeps everything really practical and nice and neat. So with the buddy box in position and the flap at the very rear over, you can see you've got this really nice U-shape. That's a very social lounge. So let's move that out of the way and I'll show you what it looks like. So I've moved the little buddy box out of the way, and that will now show you you've got this load through area here. It's very practical, and you've still got nice social seating where you can sit opposite each other. Plenty of room and a very versatile setup. The buddy box is then outside, whether you want to keep it in an awning or keep it at home if you don't want to take it with you. But the van functions with or without it, but it does give you an extra bit of storage. So our buddy box is a very handy little storage cube that you can either keep in the van or move out of the van if you don't want to take it with you, and then you can leave it at home, but the van functions with or without it in there. So the setup still works, like I said, without the buddy box there. So going from the side pods, very simple, and we should even be able to do it one-handed while we've got the camera. He says you can get hold of the cushion. There's that over there. So let's have a look at the kitchen setup. So our kitchen pulls out of the back of the van, and the reason why we like that is so it keeps all the smells outside. We are hoping that when we go camping, we do want to get some really good weather so we can barbecue outside, we can cook outside. That is the whole point of us going out in the van, otherwise we might as well just go and book a hotel or stay in your own house. So this is to get an experience of being outside, but we don't necessarily want to cook in the van. It's just going to trap all the smells in there. By having the kitchen outside, keeps everything with the airflow moving past, and it's far enough away for it to be out of the van. So your cooker's going to go here, you're going to have loads of prep area here, and then you've got your cupboards and your drawers to access lots of storage and all your utensils, pots, pans, gas canisters if you need to for a kadak or something like that. Nice and easy. So let's go through the kitchen setup. So we've got stainless steel brushed top sections, which are really nice, wipe down areas to keep food nice and safe. So you've got clean prep areas and an area here that's going to suit a kadak or something similar, you know, a twin burner stove or an induction cooker, anything like that. But nice little portable ones are going to sit in that area there. And then underneath here you've got pull-out drawer, and then in here, nice storage cupboard. So let's just have a closer look at these. This is the pull-out drawer. In here you're probably going to want to keep your utensils and other sort of storage area for little cooking bits and bobs. You've got an oak chopping board here, same material as what we use on the worktop and the table. That's nice. And then a nice little hidden area underneath here for more storage. So that lives in here. And then on this side, you've got a storage area that you could probably put like all your pots, pans, plates, bigger items, gas canisters if you need them, and of course some cups and glasses and that kind of thing. Can also be stored in there nicely out of the way, and that's pretty deep. That's a nice good storage area in that door there. The whole drawer is 200 kilo capable, so these runners are very stout, and when the drawer comes out it does lock into position, so it now cannot slide in. So if you are cooking, you've got no danger of that drawer retracting and going back into the van. So to release that, it's just that little handle there, and it's locked back into position in the van. So what do you think? What a great van, and what a great setup on the inside for this Hexa-board material. I think it suits the camper van really well, doesn't it? So it's that utilitarian, practical, robust finish that just works nice, and I think just looks stunning as well. I love the GTI fabric, one of my absolute favourites. Obviously been a big fan of the GTI myself. Doesn't it go great, especially with the exterior of the van? I think we've made a very practical, very spacious U-shaped setup out of some fantastic material, and one that just works exceptionally well in this size of vehicle. Massively practical, super space, with the biggest storage you're going to get and the nicest bed to get into that size. So it just works. Fantastic. Is this the best Hexa-board U-shape that you've seen? Is certainly the best one that I think I've seen. I think the fit and finish of this one exceeds everything else that's on the market at the minute. The detail, the actual fit of everything, and you know, the level of precision that we're going to make these U-shapes, I think sets us apart, and hopefully you'll agree. But do leave us a comment below and let me know what you think. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that, and do give us a like and a thumbs up if you found the video entertaining and useful to watch. And in the meantime, let's keep building vans, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. So what do we think about this Hexa layout? It's not a Hexa layout, is it? It's a Hexa-board, and one that just works. Can't find another word for really, can we?